causing the game to be cancelled with 1:40 to go. The opening tip is up for playoff game 3, and it is the visiting Real Madrid down 2-0 after being swept on their home floor, who controlled the opening tip, but on their first trip down the floor they turn the ball over with an offensive foul. Out of control on the take to the rack is Canan Musa, and that turns the basketball over. Perfect positioning from Zach Ledé, standing his ground, feet in position well outside the defensive semicircle. And it cannot be overstated as to how electric this atmosphere is. Smailagic pushed out towards the three-point line by Peter Corneli, looking to back his man down, gets to the dots, bulldozing his way inside, left-handed layup with the scoop. There's a power move indeed, hence the double bicep flex to this capacity crowd from Alen Smailagic, taking it to Corneli from around the three-point line, bullying his way inside before showing delicate touch off the window to finish with the underhanded scoop. Alen Smailagic, who's shooting the basketball incredibly well from the field, now goes to the free throw line. 63% from the stripe this season, but he can't get it to fall. He was perfect from the field in playoff game 2, but went 0 of 1 from the free throw line, unable to complete the three-point play by missing the foul shot here. That pass well over the extended arm of the 2.20-meter Eddie Tavares, and again we've talked about how difficult communication is going to be of both the verbal and non-verbal variety. Canan Musa with his second turnover of the game, having committed that offensive foul on Madrid's first trip down the floor. So Jan Madar being made to work by Nigel Williams-Goss. Nunnally, oh, he's lost his man off the curl, and then a trip will be a foul against Real Madrid. Helping out is Sergio Llull, and his right foot causing James Nunnally to lose his footing after the foul, and Real Madrid racking up the foul count at a rapid rate. 3 fouls committed already. An offensive foul by Canan Musa on their first trip down the floor. A foul by Peter Corneli when attempting to defend the interior dribble move of Alen Smailagic, and then Sergio Llull committing the foul when helping out. In stark contrast, Partizan 2 out of 2 from the field to go up by 4. Jan Madar with the short corner J. Llull. And again, miscommunication once more. Nigel Williams-Goss remaining rooted to the spot. Sergio Llull putting it to the spot where he was hoping, expecting Nigel Williams-Goss to cut to. 3 turnovers committed. Real Madrid have yet to attempt a field goal. Partizan perfect from the field thus far. They lead by 4. Pump fake. And how about that for alertness on the inside? The Partizan fans jumping for joy up in the stands here at the Stark Arena. 3 trips down the floor, and they have got 3 buckets on 4 field goal attempts to lead by 6. Bounce off the mark, tough rebound, Jan Madar, fancy outlet feed, cross court to James Nunnally, who everybody has left, and he pulls up for 3 and strings it from downtown. And Partizan, Mozart, Belgrade playing perfect basketball in the opening 2 minutes of this first quarter. They lead by 9. They've just drilled their opening 3-point attempt, and that has prompted Chus Mateo to call timeout and look to talk things over, because they have made a nightmare start while it's perfection from Partizan. They lead 9-0. So another look at the pull-up three-pointer drilled by James Nunnally. Eddie Tavares was sloughing off to protect the paint. James Nunnally saying thank you very much indeed, letting it go and landing from downtown. He was 2 of 3 from downtown in his 19-point outing in playoff game 2, and that's after starting the playoffs going 0 for 3 from long range in the first playoff game at the Withing Centre. Well, having the privilege of working on the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, I can tell you that we have excellent outside broadcast producers and audio technicians, but during the course of that time out, it was really difficult to pick up what Chus Mateo was saying to his troops, and that is because the atmosphere here is off the chain. Listen to the decibel level being produced by the Partizan faithful. Rebound Zach Lede off the missed three-pointer from Nigel Williams-Goss. Leading with the elbow is Zach Lede, and that draws another foul against Real Madrid. It's against Nigel Williams-Goss, his first foul of the game. That's their 4th team foul, and we are only just beyond the 2-minute mark in this first quarter. So that a foul on the take to the rack by Zach Lede, sending him to the free throw line. Zach Lede 86% from the stripe this campaign. It was a perfect 5 of 5 from the stripe in playoff game 1, 2 of 3 in playoff game 2, where he put 15 points on the board, including 3 of 5 from downtown. So Mateus Lasor can only look on from the sidelines. Dante Exum, who has been able to practice, but is yet to be introduced to proceedings here on home court. So 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Zach Lede. It's a double-digit lead. Real Madrid have yet to put a point on the board. It's a turnover. Jan Madar with the takeaway, keeps it himself, goes up strong and finishes with the left. Partizan in pugnacious mood in this first period here at the Stark Arena, threatening to blow Real Madrid out of the playoffs and end their season in ignominious fashion. Real Madrid have got to respond. But again, we cannot overstate how challenging it is for the elite professionals of Real Madrid to compete in this atmosphere. They're getting no love from anybody in this capacity crowd. They've got only themselves to rely on. Jan Madar calls for his first foul, and it sends Nigel Williams-Goss to the free throw line. 68% from the stripe this season, well down on his career average of 80%. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line in playoff game number 2, where he put 6 points on the board in 8 minutes. So it took 2 minutes and 31 seconds, but Real Madrid finally have points on the board. They have come from the free throw line. They have yet to score from the field. Nunnally pulls up for 3, doesn't pull the trigger, offloads to Smailagic, who's in 3-point territory, driving on Williams-Goss, gets beneath the free throw line. Nunnally with the pump fake, hangs in the air. Smailagic, pump fake up strong, fouled. And that puts Real Madrid in the penalty. And if that's on Peter Corneli, well, that's going to be 2 fouls in the first quarter. His reaction suggests that it is indeed on him. Remember, he picked up the first foul when defending Alan Smailagic around the 3-point line before Smailagic took him down into the lane and finished with a left-handed layup. So Peter Corneli has to take a seat on the bench. Mario Hezonja checking into the game for his first action after a 16-point outing in playoff game 2. So Smailagic to the free throw line for 2. He missed his first attempt when looking to complete the 3-point play after he opened the scoring with that dribble drive move from the wing. Makes the first. So 1 out of 2 from the free throw line for Alan Smailagic. And still Real Madrid in search of their first field goal. Jan Madar dancing under the screen and over the screen, set by Tavares. They hang it up for Tavares. Beautiful reception. How about that for balletic footwork from the 2.20-meter big. Making the catch. Realized that he had to come back down with it, but didn't bring the ball down. As the 3-pointer launched, but off the mark from Danilo Andjusic. Williams-Goss down to Eddie Tavares. Double team applied by James Nunnally. Ball goes out to Janan Musa, working against Danilo Andjusic, and then the field goal made from beneath the dot. Nigel Williams-Goss with the floater. He moved to 4 points in the game, and that is first 2-point attempt. Back-to-back buckets. After it took Real Madrid around 3 minutes 20 to get their first field goal to score. 15-foot J, perhaps a little bit rushed from Zach Lede. Canan Musa with the rebound. Pull-up three off the step back from Canan Musa. Tough bucket on his first 3-point attempt. And a lead that was as large as 12 at 12-0 has been reduced down to 4. It's a 2-score affair. And a run of 7 straight points posted by Real Madrid. Nunley driving, kicks out, tough catch, Alen Smailagic, works the jab step, rips it through, jumps to pass, Zach Lede, pump fake 3, mid-range J, bucket. Beautiful half-court offense, meets with the approval of the Partizan faithful, and that ends the run at 7 points without reply, posted by Real Madrid. It's a 2-score game once again. Nigel Williams-Goss attacking the DOS, getting creative, wonderful body control from Nigel Williams-Goss, who's being aggressive. 6 points in the game to lead his team in scoring. He remains perfect from 2-point territory. Danilo Andjusic, 3-pointer from the corner. Sweet string music penetrating the cacophony here at the Stark Arena. 7 points the advantage. It's a 3-score game. Now Danilo Andjusic called for the foul as he looked to go for the interception beneath Eddie Tavares, who was rolling to the bucket. No doubt that he got the basketball, but he got too much of the arm of Eddie Tavares as well. So Williams-Goss, Real Madrid's leading scorer thus far. Sergio Llull, step back 3. Off left, rebound Jan Madar. Another tough defensive board by Jan Madar, his second of the game. Zach Lede posting up Mario Hezonja. Ball goes back to the middle. Smailagic releasing, lets the 3-pointer go, and he strings it. Was there ever any doubt? That is now at least 1 3-pointer in 7 of the last 8 games from Alen Smailagic, who is perfect in the playoffs from downtown. 4 out of 4 from deep coming into this game, and he strings his first 3-point attempt there to go 5 out of 5 from 3-point territory for the postseason. Nice backdoor cut, Mario Hezonja, and a pretty reverse. Brings his team back to within 8. So Zach Lede working the dribble against Hezonja, looking to back him down. Hezonja standing strong. Ball kick to Jan Madar, pump fake 3, top of the key, mid-range J, bucket. Terrific patience in the half-court offense from Partizan Mozart Belgrade. So substitutions, Alen Smailagic hearing it from the crowd. Perfect from the field in his 8-point total. What a start he has given his team. High fives all around as he takes a well-earned breather on the bench. So 10 points the advantage. A 7-0 run from Real Madrid saw them go from 13-2 down to trail by just 4 at 13-9. Deflected by Zach Lede. Jan Madar picking up the pieces. And that's a foul from behind on the wraparound by Sergio Llull. Clear foul. Easy call for the officials. Sergio Llull called for his second. And remember, we're still in the first quarter, so he's going to have to take a seat on the sidelines. But that is the depth and the experience of the Real Madrid squad. Sergio Llull, the 3rd leading playoff scorer of all time with 469 points, replaced by Rudy Fernandez, who is the 9th leading playoff scorer of all time with 327 points. Such is the depth of experience and accomplishment of the Real Madrid outfit. So Real Madrid in the penalty, Jan Madar to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Jan Madar now 31 out of 35 on the season, 88% free throw shooter in this his first season in the Euro League. event that it is tight in crunch time. Partizan, the #1 free throw shooting team in the competition. But a large part, or a large portion of their success is the proficiency of Kevin Punter from 15 feet away. More on that in a moment. As he has made 56 consecutive free throws, but he's not available for the next 2 games. Floater from Nigel Williams-Goss is off the mark. Rebound secured eventually by Ioannis Papapetrou. That takes him one closer to the EuroLeague milestone of 800 rebounds in his career. Another 4 will see him accomplish. Oh, that's blocked by Eddie Tavares. Jan Madar alert to pick up the deflection, but Eddie Tavares, the league's leading shot blocker, making his presence felt way out in three-point territory. We suggested that Zach Leday, with his 37% shooting from downtown, will have the ability to draw Eddie Tavares away, but the discipline of Eddie Tavares, able to maintain a gap between himself and the feet of the shooter, catching that shot attempt by Zach Leday to register his first block of the game, but on the subsequent play, foul committed by Real Madrid. Nigel Williams-Goss taking a seat on the bench. Jan Madar to the free throw line for foul shots 3 and 4. So it's the largest lead of the game for Partizan. They led 12-0. Their advantage currently 13. Jan Madar moves to 10 points in the game on perfect scoring from the free throw line and the field. So three-quarter court pressure being applied by Partizan. Adam Hanger playing point forward, rotated to Hazonia. Hanger really look to back down Jan Madar. Somebody's got to come and help. Zach Leday puts his head on a swivel. Turning away with the jump hook is Adam Hanger. Strong rebound. Zach Leday for outletting to Nunnally, completing the defensive possession by grabbing that defensive board in strong fashion. Nunnally penetrating, ball deflected. Leday still able to pick it up. Ball goes to the corner. Jan Madar picks up the deflection. Setting his feet on his Papapetrou, and he's tripped by Mario Hazonia. Mario Hazonia committing that foul with 2.1 seconds remaining on the 24. Will send Ioannis Papapetrou to the free throw line. Lower legs colliding, never like to see that between athletes who are long of limb. Hazonia looks as though he's been able to walk off the discomfort that he was experiencing. Dante Exum into the game for his first action tonight. So Ioannis Papapetrou to the free throw line. 76% from the stripe this season. First with Partizan. So 1 out of 2 from the free throw line for Ioannis Papapetrou. The lead is 15. It's a 7-0 run for Partizan to put them in this advantageous position with their largest lead of the game. El Chacho for 3, buries it. That ends a run of 7 points without reply, posted by Partizan. And we mentioned the credentials of Sergio Yui and Rudy Fernandez in terms of all-time playoff scoring. Sergio Yui no slouch in that regard either. 5th leading playoff point scorer with 364 points under his belt now. Taken off the rim by Hazonia, but only into the hands of Zach Leday. Alert on the boards once again, and the lead is 14 with a minute 20 remaining in the first quarter. So Rodriguez working the dribble, Zach Leday defending, they go inside. Pick up not clean for Anthony Randolph, clearing out with the elbows, fouled by Jan Madar, who was looking to defend despite being at the disadvantage down in the low post. That is going to be Jan Madar's second foul, and Partizan's leading scorer will in all likelihood be sent to the bench. And we see Jan Madar trying to stand his ground, Anthony Randolph recognizing the mismatch. As we take another look at the tough bucket drilled by Sergio Rodriguez over his former teammate from EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, Zach Leday. Remember, they led Milan to the Final Four, along with Kevin Punter, behind closed doors in the 2020-2021 season. So Randolph 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Exum giving himself running room, attacking, pulling the brakes, and despite his leg giving out beneath him, you have to admire that move from Dante Exum. Nothing wrong with his mobility or his noted elasticity as he attacked the lane, applied the brakes, and despite seemingly losing his footing, was able to finish on the inside. How about that for paint protection on the interior by Balša Koprivica, but Adam Hanger staying with the play to pick up the pieces after Koprivica blocked the field goal attempt of Anthony Randolph. So the shot clock has been turned off. It's a 13-point lead for Partizan. They've been up by as many as 15 at 28-13 as Exum. Oh, beautiful pass down to Balša Koprivica, turns into a double team. Dante Exum scrambles to Yamadov, doesn't beat the end of quarter buzzer. And that perhaps